takes his other hand, he points his other hand, the glass breaks.
Yes.
That place will go absolutely ape you know what.
Rewind, Recap, Relive. For over 50 episodes, the revolutionary force in wrestling interview.
We saw when Rock, and maybe you were saying this during the beatdown, but Rock threw Cody against the wall towards the end, and in the background, you just see John Cena and Stone Cold's faces.
Yeah.
Do you think we see John Cena? I think is probably a given because he has history with Solo. That's what I would assume. But you think about Stone Cold coming out one last time and giving one last stunner to The Rock. I don't know. It would be very cool. What do you think about that?
It's funny you mentioned that because that's running through my brain right now too. Because I mentioned that on the Wrestling Inc. podcast on Monday night, where when they did that shot on the outside, you see Rock in the rain and on that trailer, that tractor trailer parked at the loading dock. Who did you see on the side of that trailer? Was it accidental or was it planted there on purpose? There was Stone Cold Steve Austin and John Cena. So again, here goes my fantasy booking. Going into night 2, it is bloodline rules, which means Rock and Roman win however they do. On night 1, they get past Cody and Seth. So it's bloodline rules for night 2. Before the match starts, I want this all to happen before the match starts, and I'll explain why after I make my explanation. Rock comes out, followed by Jimmy and Solo. They walk down to ringside, and they are right away. You know that they're there to interfere and cause havoc for Cody and try to help Roman win the title. Right there, you hear the music. Time to play the game.
Ooh.
Hunter comes out. Triple H. Now I know he's probably physically limited to what he can do because of his issue he had recently, but who knows? Maybe he could throw a few punches or something. But let him come out to the stage, stand there, stare the Rock down, point to him. It's a long way down there. Then point to the entranceway, and then you hear, "You can't see me."
Ooh.
Here comes Cena. Then he takes his other hand, he points his other hand. The glass breaks.
Yes.
That place will go absolutely ape you know what. I mean, and if they could pull it off, I know there's probably a lot in play in here and probably very little chance it would happen. Can you imagine if Dustin were able to come off, if they just let him come for one night?
I want it so bad. I really do. I saw a tweet right before we did this actually, and it said somebody tweeted, just somebody random, "Oh, you don't know how much I want you to be a part of this story. Roman has all of his bloodline, and Cody only has Seth." That's what the tweet said,
Right.
and Dustin retweeted it and said, I'm more invested than you know," with like a winking face. Who knows?
Right.
Could just be stirring the pot, but
Yeah, but can you imagine the 3 guys there? Stone Cold, Cena, and Dustin come down and they clean house. Just the guys at ringside, just the bloodline, eliminate them from the equation. So it'll still be bloodline rules, which could turn into like a hardcore type match and
yeah.
whatever with the bells and whistles. But Cody and Roman 1-on-1, no interference. Cody, I think he needs to go over Roman at WrestleMania. I know that a lot of people are saying, no, continue the story and let it. I just fear that if they continue the story past WrestleMania, it's going to be hard to keep the people on board the Cody train.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little more difficult. I think some people will jump off. It's going to be a hard sell. This needs to be done then. And then after Cody pins him and that moment comes and he raises that championship, all those baby faces led by those legends and Hall of Famers come out, celebrate with Cody, lift him on their shoulders.
Mm.
And what better way to go out? There it is, and him and his brother hugging and stuff like that. Oh,
I can't wait to post this when that does happen.
yeah.
And Jimmy Korderas, the future teller, because that would be so cool. That him on his shoulders, everything. As you were saying, the people coming out literally getting chills. Like it would be a crazy story told. It really would.
Yeah, and this is an exclusive just for you because my wife knows this. She's sitting right there. She knows that there's 2 reasons why I have excuse me, Sirius satellite radio, and that's Busted Open Radio.
Yep.
And 70s on 7.
Okay.
I'm just a 70s guy. Music. I'm tuned in. I walk around the house after Busted Open from 9 to 12. I'm walking around the house. I'm singing to everything. All the words come back to me when I hear the song. I think I could sing anyways. And Can you imagine on Monday night there, because everybody talks about Cody's crying,
Yeah.
right? Crybaby, Cody Crybaby's been crying and all that sort of stuff. So what happens on Monday night if Cody, I know he won't do it because it's not part of his character, but instead of we sing along with The Rock, how about a Cody concert? And he could come out and change the words to one of my favorite songs and say, "One rock feeds the fire. Roman Reigns lost his title. Cody's champ, so who's crying now?" Or something like that.
Rewind, recap, relive. For over 50 episodes, the revolutionary farce in wrestling interview.